Hey guys, welcome back to Connect Tea Podcast. It's Diamond McNeil.
And it's your girl, Brandy McNeil.
And here on Connect Tea Podcast, we talk about entrepreneur journeys, business etiquettes, and the latest business TEA. Yeah. If you're not following us on any of our social media handles, what are you doing? Stop right now. Follow us on our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, as well as here on YouTube, and that's at ExecutingBlackBusiness. You'll be able to see behind the scenes of community service, different events we go to, as well as behind the scenes of our podcast as well. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get right into this tea today.
All right, so today we are drinking tea from Hodgepodge Coffee Shop, which is located in East Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all go check out their coffee shop. And y'all know we drinking tea, but they got coffee too. But funny thing, Just Add Honey actually has their tea in Hodgepodge Coffee Shop. And y'all know we've already featured Just Add Honey. So you know what? That's God telling us. It's a collab in the future.
It's coming.
In the future, okay? So that's what's going on. But yeah, today's episode, we're going to get right into our tea and just let y'all know what tea we're drinking. Mm-hmm. So we are drinking Be Well tea. It is from Just Add Honey. Yes. But we did go to Hodgepodge Coffee Shop to get
And it's an herbal tea.
So yes.
Yeah, it's an herbal tea.
Yes, it is an herbal tea as well.
Cheers.
Let's just drink it.
I see why they call themselves Just Add Honey. Because as soon as you add honey, it does make it like 10 times better.
It make it pop.
Yeah.
It makes it like,
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I like it.
I love all teas, honestly.
I ain't say that. But shout out to Just Add Honey and shout out to Hodgepodge
Coffee House.
Yes. Shout out. So now we're going to get straight into what it is tea segment. And if you all do not know and you're new here, what it is tea segment is an icebreaker that we do on every episode where you all as the viewers get to send in us questions and we will choose questions every episode to answer. If you are a business owner and you send in a question, you can be entered into a chance to win a free podcast episode. So a free podcast feature. So we will choose one winner every month. And if you send a duplicate question that we've already answered, you're going to be disqualified. Yeah. So that means you got to go watch the podcast episodes to know what questions have already been answered.
That wasn't my rule.
Yeah. Oh, and the way that you can submit a question is to go to the website, ExecutingBlackBusiness.com. Yes. Go under the podcast tab. You can submit your questions directly from there. And you can also always DM us on any of our social media platforms.
Yep.
There we go. Let's get into it.
I'm going to go first this time.
No rock, paper, scissors.
I'm tired of beating her in rock, paper, scissors. Okay. Your most commonly used emoji. Dang, I use a lot of emojis. Okay, I'm going to say the one I use the most is probably the laughing one. Because I'm always laughing and joking with people.
Okay, which one? Describe it. Which one?
There's a few laughing ones. Just a regular laughing one. The face with the little tears.
Crying. That's the crying. Okay, yeah. Okay. Mine is the like shock face or wow, whatever that one is where the mouth is open. The regular one with the mouth open.
Let's see. Let's pull it up.
Okay.
Let's pull it up.
I don't know what the name of that one is. You could just open any message. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
That one.
That one?
Yeah. I feel like that's a reaction to anything. Like if it's something like oh my gosh, or if it's I feel like that's a commonly used emoji, and I definitely send it a lot.
Well, maybe we should just show you what your commonly ones are. Because don't they show you your most commonly ones in the beginning?
Yeah, they pop up. Well, but I think
I use the heart. I use the heart a lot too.
It could just be most common to what you've sent like within the
recently,
past
most recent. Yeah, that's true.
So and the red heart. I'm always send the red heart with like everything.
It's always good to use a nice little emoji to top it off.
Yeah. Okay, my question. Okay, let's see. Okay, what does a successful business look like to you? Ooh. That's good. Let's see.
I should put it back.
We're not answering anymore, are we? Maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
What does a successful business look like to you? I think first of all, I think success is defined by the person. Mm-hmm. So I think success to me in a business would be me being able to see that my brand is reaching my actual target audience. So reaching the people that I actually want to reach.
Okay.
I think another thing would be making profit, obviously, to be really reaping the benefits, in my business. And then I think the last thing would be to just have a great team. Have great people around you that help you with your business. I feel like that really can make or break you.
Yes.
So those three things, I think for me, would then let me know like when I am at a successful business.
So you think being able to see the profit is actual like a successful business?
Making profits.
Making profit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because what
feel like a business
what's
can be
the
successful
goal
without the profits?
No.
Okay.
I don't. Because either way it goes, you as a business, you got to spend money. So if you're not making no money, it's no success there.
Yeah.
So I don't think that just the money, but it is a very huge variable in the business being successful overall for me.
Okay.
What you think?
I think I only have one thing. I think successful business looks like to me is being, I want to word it right. I'm not really praised, but being recognized.
Recognized, okay.
In the community, though.
Okay.
For the things that you have done and that you are doing.
Okay.
That means the most to me.
In community,
it's really important.
As in who? What community?
Your audience, the community that you live in, the community that you're catering to, like all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like when people get like roads.
Recognized as what though?
Like when people get like roads named after them. Like that's something
notarized.
Like things like that. Like when you're like featured in like newspapers, like for doing these good things. When people are like just like, oh my gosh, like you're helping like business owners do this and that. Like that's that gives me like the
success. Yeah. That's it for you. That's all that.
That's like the key thing to me.
Is success for you for a business.
That's key. That's key to me.
Okay.
Before money.
That's the most important thing.
Because for me, I mean, I know you have to make money as a business owner, but I feel like that's not the most important thing because it's people that did like a lot of great things that didn't make money at all. So I just feel like it's more so like...
In a business? No.
Yeah?
In the business?
It depends on what they were doing. Maybe I'm thinking more so of like history. So I want to see myself like somebody that like actually makes a change. Like I'm in history books, but
we're
not
talking about business though. You talk specifically as a business. Like, what does success look like?
That's what success looks like to me.
Okay.
Yeah, like actually doing what you. I mean, like your vision, your mission. Like people seeing that you're actually doing it and you're executing it. Like versus the money. I know money is like I know you gotta make money in business, but I feel like it's not the number one thing because it's just not for me.
Well, yeah, we ain't say number one thing. We said what is success. So when is the business successful? So it's not like this first. It's just like what is needed for you is how you define success. Yeah. When is your business? When would you consider your business successful? And
when people recognize you for actually doing what you say you're going to do, like you're actually doing those things, and people see it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. That wraps up what it is tea segment for today. Mm-hmm. So now we're going to move into the business tea segment. And as y'all know, business tea segment, we just talking about the stuff that y'all be doing, okay? What's up, y'all? You know that your girl is back to let y'all know all about this good tea that we have got to have on every single episode here on Connect Tea Podcast. But you do not just have to see the tea on Connect Tea Podcast. You can go get your own tea. So today we are drinking tea from Hodgepodge Coffee House, which is located here in East Atlanta. Go over there, check them out, but they have coffee and tea as well. And it is such a cute vibe in there. You can sit down, dine in. It's a lot of little trinkets and things in there. So I really loved it. Great customer service. But today we are drinking oolong on one of our episodes. So we've already had that on the first episode. And then on the second episode, we're going to be drinking Get Well. So I'm excited for you all to be able to start trying these different teas, and they local. And now all of them are here in Atlanta. So just go back, check out all the episodes, and get you some tea. And what's actually crazy about today's tea is even though we went to Hodgepodge, they actually have Just Add Honey's tea in there. So we've already had them featured on an episode, but we're super excited to try more of their teas. Head over to their website or go down to Hodgepodge and try some good tea. Let's get back to the episode. You businesses, companies.
Not the stuff y'all
It's
be
not
doing.
always bad. But yeah, we're just talking about what's going on in the business world, basically, and how it affects us all.
Yes.
So yeah.
Let's get right into it.
And let's get into it. So I will start off. I listened to not a podcast. It was pretty much like an interview about, it was an interview telling the economics behind very, very successful businesses.
Okay.
So the business economics behind how they've built this brand and how they've been able to make it last, have the longevity into it. So of course they started off with Chick-fil-A. And it started off with Chick-fil-A specifically saying how Chick-fil-A started off as a business, just like a local little Georgia, because it originated in Georgia, and how they just started off.
So are they originated here?
Oh, originated in Georgia.
That's why so many on every corner, like the QTs.
Okay, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it. So they pretty much, the goal of the business was to be able to provide a good chicken sandwich to the people. And it wasn't necessarily like they thought, ooh, this will become a huge worldwide business. It was just like, okay, this is a Georgia thing, like chicken sandwich, whatever. Gotcha. So obviously we all know we love Chick-fil-A, duh. We know that they've been able to grow their brand crazy. Yeah. Like
top tier customer service.
It says it's the number 3 business in the world, in the United States, for what they do. So in their area, they're number 3. And I listened to that today. So just saying, but what they were pretty much saying, what I thought was fascinating about it was how they broke down how they got to where they are. So what was the overall mission of the company? Overall, which was just, okay, we just want to provide this chicken sandwich, so we just starting off with this little small goal, not necessarily like we about to grow, or other companies where it's like at the start, they're looking to be this, or they're looking to do this certain thing or whatever. And then they also talk about what things specifically that they do that have set them apart from other businesses that are in the same realm as them. Right. So number 1, they talk about how you're able to be closed on a entire day and still have so many profits, still be such a great company. And you close on Sunday every single week.
They go back to money and everything. Okay.
No, it don't go back to that.
Just because most people feel like they have to open on the weekends, but people feel like they have to be open on the weekends to make more money.
Well, the reason why they're closed on Sunday is for religion. Actually, it's for religion because of the founder. It's a religious purpose. So they're talking about that's the reason why with the religion, but also their reason is because they want people to rest. They're very big on you need to have a day that you can reset so that you can still come here and make sure you top tier
and that is important
at your job. So with that, what do you think?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like some people feel like they have to be open all weekend,
every day.
Yeah, like they can't even afford to not be open on a Sunday. So it's just like,
that's that's most companies.
Yeah.
So you have to. It's like, how do
not
you
even
build?
McDonald's hasn't even reached that. Like, I don't like McDonald's haven't even reached that peak because
I don't know. Maybe they have. Maybe that's not a goal for them to do that. That we don't know.
Yeah.
But
we know McDonald's goal anyway.
Yeah, it's real estate, so it ain't even about the.
Yeah.
But I think So
but I think that's fascinating that McDonald's is in the fast food lane, but they don't really care about fast food. Like, how does that even work? What?
Because I feel like you use something that's gonna get you to your goal. That will get
like
you
the back door.
Like you just
like the back door.
You just
like
get
the
there.
Door, yeah.
It's like we not necessarily in the business of like food, the fast food, but we're into the real estate.
So my thoughts on Chick-fil-A, I think they're just like a great company overall. I love how they cater to like high school, college students. They give them benefits. I love how I love how they have people outside. I just love, and they have an air conditioner below when you ain't outside just burning up. Like, I love how they love their employees and their customers.
Yes,
they treat them the same. Like, I love that about Chick-fil-A. So yeah, I can see them being. I thought that was number 1.
It says
because I wonder
3.
who's number 1.
I don't know.
I can't think of no other fast food place really
different
like
type of
restaurant, but it's not here in Georgia.
It could be a different type of restaurant, or whatever.
But rest is important.
Yes.
Especially when you want your company to keep being like top tier, you have to like, it has to be a break. You can't keep like working your customer, I mean your employees, sorry.
So what do you think is necessary in terms of starting a business, being a business owner, looking to growing your business, wanting to be whatever your end goal is? Because everybody obviously doesn't have the same end goal for their business, but what do you think would help you to achieve something like that, to get to a status of a Chick-fil-A, they were talking about Costco, like all these different companies that have been able to build their brands to being so great, to being like these companies that everybody loves, that everybody wants to go to, based off of their service, based off of the things that set them apart from the other chains that do the same things. So how do you do that? What do you do?
I think catering to the community and everything. I feel like Chick-fil-A caters to the community. Even way back then, they would give out free Chick-fil-A cards, like just so everybody can get chicken sandwich. Like I feel like catering to the community. They've done that since day one. They've done that since like forever. So I think catering to the community, and I think caring about your employees. They care about their employees. I feel like, and it shows through their work ethic. Like it shows that they care about their employees. You don't really see people look at a McDonald's worker versus a Chick-fil-A worker. You're like, hey, how you doing? McDonald's like, you're like, okay.
Oh, you can't order anything else up here.
Oh, the ice cream machine is broken down. Oh, you gotta taste every day for another sauce.
So even though you may still go there
with the nastiest attitude. So y'all have the nasty. They have the nastiest attitudes. Like I never went to Chick-fil-A and had a nasty attitude. Even when your food or something messed up, like even if you serve it, you give them a nasty attitude. They're not giving it back to you. Like I've never seen that. So
okay, so that's important. But what if you don't have employees?
Ooh.
What are you doing to get there, to make sure your company,
because community has to support you. So I feel like it goes back to the community. Like you have to service your community and let them know that you care about them, and you're willing to like go the extra mile, like with them free chicken sandwiches for back to school bashes and like all that type of stuff.
Yeah, they used to do free chicken sandwiches
since way
every
back
time
then. They've been
you
doing that
bought
for a long
chicken
time.
sandwich or fries. Like they would just give you those free.
They've been doing that for a minute.
But and
even before they was popping like now.
And what?
I feel like even when we were young, I feel like they weren't popping like they are now. Like I feel like when we were young, I feel like they were just still coming up a little. Because people wasn't really like going Chick-fil-A like that and talking about Chick-fil-A like that. I felt like back middle school, high school, we had one Chick-fil-A in our mall. And I feel like it was
in a
like,
little tiny city.
Yeah.
A little tiny place.
That's true.
So it may have been popping in bigger places already.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Probably. But it still was fairly like new. Is what you saying.
And people wasn't really excited. They're like, oh, you going Chick-fil-A? You be like, hold on, what? Just Chick-fil-A.
Like, I don't really remember like back people when I was younger about Chick-fil-A for real. So they definitely grew their brand very, very well. I just think that,
and they did better than Ryan's and them, because Ryan's went away. Because Ryan's catered to the community too. They did like honor roll, A and B, honor roll, perfect attendance. Like they tried to cater to the community too. You think Ryan's was nasty?
Yeah, but when you're a kid, you kind of eat it, whatever. So but
oh my gosh.
But I just think that I feel like it's hard for us, and I say us, not just us, but just us overall in the world, we want to start businesses and we want to, we have these goals of having these 6-figure companies, all this stuff, but we don't structure it from the beginning to reach that.
To look like that.
So I think it's harder when you try to pivot. It's like, oh, well, maybe I should do something similar. You got chicken sandwich. You got Popeyes coming out with a certain chicken sandwich trying to compete.
They do be biting off of Chick-fil-A.
But they're a chicken. They have the same food, essentially. So it's like it makes sense. And you're competing, but you're not on their level.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I was gonna say marketing too. I feel like Chick-fil-A does great. They have great marketing.
Okay.
They do great marketing. Like you ain't going nowhere without seeing Chick-fil-A.
Seeing something about Chick-fil-A. You seeing a billboard with their cows. Like you're seeing something. That
and the way they spell it, I think that's dope. The way they spell it, they don't spell it like regular chicken.
The creativity, the creativity behind it. Oh, and the name, what it says on the name, they created the name. It's really just like a chicken fillet, but they named it Chick-fil-A to still have the F for like the gourmet type of thing.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, you know what? Going to that business branding, y'all. That's that business
Who do y'all marketing? Who do y'all marketing?
No, that's branding. That is branding.
Who do y'all branding and marketing? Is that the same thing? They go hand in hand? Like, what's going on?
That's the branding. What you see, that's the brand. So I just think that's important. And I think that it's important if that is a goal. Like I've said before, like, way back in the beginning of us talking about our goals of our business, like, I want to be a multi-million-dollar company and, you know, national. But it's like, all right, so what are you doing? What are you doing that's different
for that?
And that will even make people want to be a part of your business, you know, as an employee too. Not even just think about customers. So I thought that was very, very interesting. The companies that they talked about and the things that they've done from beginning that have been like, okay, I see why.
And you got to see the goal. That's nothing like you got to see the goal. You can't be stuck in like where you just are. Like now. You have to see the goal. Like I'm going to get there. Now. Yeah. Like I'm going to get there. I'm going to do this and that. It might cost me some money. It might do this and that now, but it'll be well worth it in the long run. Yeah.
So I thought that was very interesting. And I just think also that...
I love how that name, Chick-fil-A, I never thought about like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because I just didn't know about that. That's how, you know, how they named it or whatever. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
It's very...
Yeah.
Need some tips from y'all.
Gonna send us a DM. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna send you a DM. We know you're not gonna send us one, but we will send you one.
I'm dying. Okay. Also, in this episode, I just wanted us to talk about. I know we have all the teas laid out here that we have tried in the community. We want to talk about a few of them because we are missing.
That's not all of them. Yeah.
We wanted to talk about like how we came up with Connect Tea Podcast and how we were inspired by an actual tea company.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like Brandon's want to talk about that. So we were talking about something different. I don't know what to talk about because
what? I didn't say I didn't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Okay, we can talk about that.
Okay.
But so we met a guy named Quentin that lives in Antioch, Tennessee. He owned a tea/coffee shop, but he's also a pastor. So he had it like alongside the actual church. He had a brick and mortar for the tea company or whatever. And we just really enjoyed it. We went in one day and we just had like a great time. Like we met people while we were in there. We had breakfast sandwiches. We had tea. We had desserts. Like it was just really cool. We met a lot of great people in there also. And just seeing the customers and like, you know, how a girl said that she was in there like all the time. So it's like seeing like how the impact of the community that the tea shop had. We really, really loved that. So that's why we decided to make Connect Tea Podcast and make it all about, you know, featuring Black business owners' teas. So just want to give you like that little background. I don't know if everybody really knows that.
And don't ask the question again.
Oh my gosh. She hates that people ask those questions over and over again. She hates that. She doesn't like that.
Because y'all should know by now.
Yeah. But we have said it a few times now. We have.
But we probably didn't really break that down. That was the first time.
Actually talked about it.
The inspiration, behind.
Yeah. And we love tea. So we're just so like it's
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's just catchy.
Yeah, very.
Like tea. Connect
tea.
Because we about the connections already with the business. And then tea is like, all right. Because we know y'all be messy. Y'all be wanting tea.
Yeah. But we're not doing that on here.
Maybe.
Listen to her, maybe. We're not doing that on here.
Okay, do we have any other business tea topic?
We don't. So let's do a recap.
All right, let's do it then. So today, as y'all know, we talked about, our icebreakers for what it is tea were good. Yes. We talked about our, emojis, our most used emoji or our favorite emoji. And then we also talked about what a successful business looks like for us. And then we just talked about the importance of like your business brand and how you go about branding your business to get to the goal, whatever your end goal is for your business, and setting yourself apart like companies, huge companies like Chick-fil-A, Costco, different places like that. So I just think it's important. I want to say, if you are a business owner or you're someone that is thinking about starting a business, we're still early on in our business. Look, our business we're on year 3. So we're still early into our business, but I just think that we've learned a lot as we've been on this journey,
definitely,
through our business and starting a podcast too. You know, this was not a thing that we thought about doing at the beginning. We said TV show. Now, we did say like TV show or whatever, so I guess this is similar. But I just want to say, just like stick to it. Yeah. Stick to whatever it is that you are trying to do or that you know you can do, even if you don't necessarily see every piece of the puzzle right now. Just stick to doing what you know how to do, what you feel is your purpose, what you feel like you should be providing to your community, to people. Stick to it. Like, don't give up just because you're not on a level with Chick-fil-A. Hell, none of us may ever be on their level, I would just say that. But to aspire to be there, I feel like is the more important thing. Of just continuing to get better and better in your business, in whatever you're doing. Even if you're not a business owner and you watch this podcast, like being better in your everyday life, whatever it is that you do, just stick to it.
And don't let nobody tell you no different. Don't let social media brainwash you to thinking that, you know, it's not important or it's not a need, because it's a need.
It is.
It is, okay?
For sure.
And I was going to say, dang it, Connect T. Okay, hold on. We were wrapping up.
Yes.
I feel like I always use this example. Y'all remember back in, my sister was the first person that put me on the Shein. Yes. They were nothing in 2013, 14.
I just want you to stop saying they were nothing.
Okay.
Because, baby,
I'm not saying they were nothing, but they were not popping like they are now. They stayed down. They rebranded, they came back out, and now they popping. Like,
rebrand, I don't know if they rebranded, but
they came out with better material, better clothing, better marketing, better advertising. They were not, their advertising now is like on 1,000 versus what they were before.
Sure, social media. But
I feel like they stayed down and they kept for a long time,
right? They continued to do their business. But I've been shopping with them since I was in high school. So we going back to
that's why I said she put me on.
Pre-2012, pre-2011, pre-2010, 2000.
I'm just using an example that they stayed down and they just keep that's what I'm saying. Like, they stayed down. Like, even when they weren't like the best, like, but now people talked about them way more now. Like, people are shopping on them like way more. They didn't have kids clothes back then. They only had regular clothes. They didn't have kids.
Yeah, they didn't have kids.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, they stayed down and they just keep getting better and better and better with time. So that's why I always use them as a great example.
That's true.
Because they was the first.
No.
They were always good.
You just didn't know about them.
I feel like they were always good.
Shopping with them. You just didn't know about them. And they're just more popular now because of social media. I just
social
think
media was out then.
No, it was not. When I was in high school, I was not on no social media.
I'm saying like when you first introduced me in college. When you were in college, social media was out there.
Well, yeah, but
they weren't popping like how they've been
around
now.
way before then, though. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
They've been.
Well, I apologize. They've been a long time, but I just use them because they just keep going. That's all. I'm just using. That's the overall example.
But she trying to act like they nothing, like they was nothing. Don't do that. Cause you just learning about them like the rest of you little girls. Y'all now she in. Like, baby, they've been 10 years ago. But anyway.
I knew when you told me. I don't classify as a little girl that just found out. She just kidding.
Yeah, no, she did know. But you ain't shop on there because you didn't go on there.
Things. I did.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Shein, I got your back. See? Don't let the people
I got your back too. I love the inspiration. I love the motivation, Shein, okay? I love it. All right, now make sure you guys. It's not on the website yet, but it will be dropping this week. We have new hats here. We have our Baseball Connect podcast hat.
Yes,
and our bucket hat.
We have our bucket hat. Okay. All right, y'all. That wraps up today's episode.
Yes, it does.
Make sure, of course, y'all send in those questions for the What It Is Tea segment. Head over to our website, ExecutingBlackBusiness.com. Click on the podcast tab, submit a question, or feel free to DM us on any of our social media.
Yes.
Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel or you're not going to see the podcast.
Because we see that you guys are watching and you're not subscribing. You do realize that we get analytics, right?
Yeah, we see y'all.
Yeah,
we see y'all seeing us.
Right.
And we seeing y'all.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel.
That's it. That's all. Okay? Now, until next time. Oh, sorry. I got a little excited. Until next time, Connect Pod.
See y'all.